My favorite recent recording of a Christmas song, but also the creepiest.
Okay.
Zooey Deschanel.
Who is the man?
Leon Redbone.
Oh, that's
You may know
Leon
for
Redbone.
This Bud's for You in New Orleans jazz. He and Dr. John, very legendary jazz figures down in New Orleans. But the creepiness here is that the adorable Zooey Deschanel, who I love, is about 30. He's about 75.
I don't know why I picture him like behind her stalking her while she's singing the song.
This whole song is very, very date rapey and very creepy. If you listen to the lyrics, it's about a guy trying to get a girl drunk and convince her to spend the night. But it goes back to the 40s and Doris Day. So don't blame the new kids for this one. Back on McGraw Live in the Morning, I'm Scott Sherman. If you haven't gotten your holiday / Christmas / everything shopping done, and you want to bring a gift and you want to make it homemade, the best place to get that information is from our next guest. From Parade Magazine, she is the editor there, Shannon McCook. Welcome to McGraw Live in the Morning.
Hey, thank you. How's everyone doing?
We're doing tremendous.
Fine.
Happy holidays to you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
I was perusing parademagazine.com, parade.com. You have a fantastic section on the cooking segment. And amazing suggestions, Shannon, for last-minute homemade holiday gifts.
So many suggestions for the procrastinators out there. I understand it gets busy this time of year, and inevitably someone falls through the cracks. You forget, I forgot to get Aunt so-and-so something. Well, the kitchen is your friend this time of year, whether you want to believe it or not.
And it makes it seem like it's really thoughtful if you do a homemade gift, even if it is last minute, because they don't know it's last minute.
That's true.
You make this look so easy. So demystify this for us. When people say homemade holiday gifts, like I'm out, I don't know how to do this, but you've got 11 very cool, very easy, very delicious looking homemade Christmas gifts. Can you run through some of them for us?
Yeah, well, I think right now the easiest stuff to make would be candy or baked goods. So anything that you can make this afternoon and gift tonight is really, I think, what you'd be looking to do. So something like a fudge or like homemade cookies. Maybe if you have a certain cookie that's a tradition in your family, that would be a perfect thing to gift. One thing actually that I made last night that I'm bringing in for all the editors today are homemade buckeyes.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Oh, I'm quite, as a Michigan native, I'm quite familiar with buckeyes.
Awesome, yeah. And so far they've gone over very, very well here, and I made those literally in 20 minutes last night.
What does a buckeye entail for a dessert?
Well, my particular recipe that I'm using just has peanut butter, confectioner's sugar, and you whip that together in a mixer and you kind of roll them up into little balls, and then you dip them in some melted chocolate. So you don't even need an oven or even a stovetop if you're melting your chocolate in the microwave. And then you let them set in the freezer, and they're ready to gift the next day.
Yep.
So,
all this stuff sounds amazing. I was reading it. Shannon McCook from Parade Magazine. You can check it out at parade.com. Follow her at Shannon McCook, right, on Twitter?
Yep, that's right.
Here's the one that I like the best. No offense. Homemade flavor-infused vodka.
I was just looking at that.
Even I can't screw that up. Tell us about that.
That's super easy. Literally, you find your favorite vodka, and say you have candy canes laying around. Go ahead and throw some candy canes in the vodka. Throw them in whole, and seal them off in a nice bottle. That's the one thing you got to make sure you have a nice bottle to put it in. You don't want to, put it in like an old soda bottle or something. But you want to make sure that they're wrapped all nice. And I mean, you literally just need a few hours, and you have a nice, colorful, flavorful gift to give. That's really fun and unique. I bet no one on your list would have thought to give something like that.
I think that's a great idea, but you know what? Bacon. Everything is great with bacon.
Yeah.
And everyone is loving bacon these days, and you have a great idea.
Yeah, so you just take bacon and you basically bake it with, say, maple syrup or some brown sugar and cinnamon, and wrap them up in cellophane, and you have candied bacon. It's super easy to do, and who doesn't love bacon? Unless you're a vegetarian.
Right.
Even vegetarians
You
love
wanna be
bacon.
sure,
They just
yeah.
are afraid to admit it.
Don't give this to a vegetarian. That would be pretty pretty awful. Maybe a little funny, but yeah, no, terrible.
All right, Shannon. Now, for your holiday visits to your friends and relatives, what are you planning on bringing, either that's on this list or that's not on this list, for special gifts and special treats?
Definitely the Buckeyes. My family loves my Buckeyes, so I'll definitely be bringing those, and probably fudge as well. I have a peanut butter fudge on the list that's been extremely, extremely popular with our readers, and I think I'm going to test it out in my family this holiday as well.
So we were talking about this earlier, Shannon. Do you think more men do last-minute shopping or women? Because we were kind of proven wrong in this studio. I'm surrounded by men, and some of them really, they have their act together.
Yeah, I have to say that that my father usually always has his act together for Christmas.
What is your dad's profession?
Last minute. That would be my experience as well. So,
Shannon, is your father an engineer and/or surgeon? Why is he so organized?
He is not. No, not by trade. He isn't. But he is fairly handy. So. Yeah, there you go.
Well, Shannon, I was checking out parade.com and your blogs at the food section, and you've been incredibly busy. It's not just the holiday treats section, but you've got all kinds of stuff about food, about baking, you've got every day you've got like 10 different things for people. Tell them a little bit about, if they're not, or they're all done with their gifts, what else can they check out if they go to parade.com?
We have lots of last-minute recipes. Actually, today I'm going to be writing up something on how to soften butter quickly. I know that a lot of recipes, cookie recipes especially, call for, room temperature butter or softened butter, so I'm going to throw that quick tip up today. We also have information on how to tell if your your Christmas ham or turkey is done properly. You can find a whole lot of information. We also have an entire army of contributors on parade.com that they're constantly putting up their own recipes and kitchen tips, as well as interviews with chefs and whatnot. Right now, we actually have all of Lydia Bastianich's, all of her family cookie recipes. That would be really nice. If you're still looking for something to bake, you should check it out. I have it right there on the homepage.
Very good. Go to parade.com and then follow Shannon at Shannon McCook, at Shannon McCook on Twitter. We cannot wish you a more merry and festive and joyous holiday season, and thank you so much for joining us today, and maybe you come back sometime.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much, guys. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, everyone.
You too. Thank you very much. Same to you, Shannon McCook, everybody.
Really
From
some
Parade.
great ideas.
Yeah, and she's hot, too. See the picture?
Yeah, I
didn't know the right way to ask her if she was talking about her dad, she was talking about her friend. She didn't say anything about a husband.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, were you going to ask her if she was single?
Well, I think that I probably should follow her on Twitter before I get that creepy.
Yeah.
All right, maybe Frank will find out. He'll refuse. It's too unprofessional. That's what we do on the night shift at night.
Stalk people?
That's all right. I'm keeping the space warm for McGraw. I'm Scott Sherman. Take ourselves a break. When we come back, David Stokes from the Show Me Institute. He's going to tell us about private land ownership. Anything we can do to get less government and more business, I'm for.